Hey, 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 family. What's up? This is King Simon. Of course, I'm going to start it before people start getting in, only because, this is being recorded and it will be uploaded. Just wanted to numerologically speak today, do a little numerologic speaking. And of course, I'm happy that I was on Brother Garfield's. I was on Brother Garfield's platform on Facebook today. So big up to Brother Garfield all the time. And of course, he was speaking about the R. Kelly stuff. And I gave a brief breakdown, a numerical breakdown of R. Kelly and his number, which is so interesting to me because once you start studying numbers, you'll find that everything, like Brother Panic says, everything is coded. The universe is coded. That's 0101010101. That stuff is real code. So I've been studying and still studying. I'm always a learner. And I'm telling people it's good for you to learn. It's good to you to study numerology, study because numerology only means the study of numbers. That's all numerology means. And in this society, in their modern society, their strongest and highest scholar in numerology or the study of numbers and music and all that was Pythagoras, but also Pythagoras got his information out of the Chaldeans, the Sumerians, the Indians, the Africans, and all of the ancient ones that studied numerology and passed it on down, according to history of Pythagoras' study, especially after exile and all that kind of stuff. So it's very interesting that we get into understanding what numbers do and how numbers can help. Now, I want to remind everyone that I have a class. My second class is coming up on June 17th through July the 8th. Every Sunday from June 17th to July 8th is a 4-week course. And if you're interested in the 4-week course, please go to kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. Or more, better yet, for faster results, go to kingsimonproductions.eventbrite.com. That's kingsimonproductions.eventbrite.com. Of course, I'm going to be doing the power of numbers and how to use them with Brother King Simon. It's a 4-week online course. I'll be teaching it online in a private room through Facebook. Classes with King Simon is a private room with Facebook. Yesterday, my class just finished doing the examinations and all that. So I give homeworks, I give examination, and I give you the basics of understanding numerology and how to use it, or numerologics, or what I call it, and how to use it, and how to use it for yourself, how to use it for your family, how to use it for your friends, and how to use it just around you in a basic level, because a lot of people don't realize that these different modalities are very helpful when it comes to guiding you, very helpful for your family guidance, your children's guidance, and business guidance and relationship guidance, and how it all works and correlate together. So I'm very happy. I'm very happy to be able to do this. I'm very happy and open to share it with you. I'm very happy to be one of those people. If you want to just pay in increments or pay in portions, you can text me your name and last name, and then I can give you the information and saying that you want to be a part of the class, but you can't pay the full amount right now, but you can pay in increments like $50 a week by June 10th, and you will be in the class. I'll send you your homework assignment. I'll send you your the lesson plans, which will probably be a different lesson plan than my first class. My first class was an excellent class of about 10 people, and I only usually allow just 10 people, but I might go up to 15 this time. But I'm going to do 2 hours straight of information, and those that know me in my last class, I was either starting early and ending real late because there's so much information to share, and I want everybody really to learn for themselves. I don't want people to follow me. I'm not looking for any followers and all that kind of stuff. Look, I'm about humanitarian. I'm about service. I'm about to help. I'm about helping and guiding people so they can understand themselves from a whole nother level. So please share this with other people. Please share and like and subscribe to my page, my King Simon Present, and please show people that it's all about guidance for me. I'm not into the debate. I'm not into the argument with each other, with all that kind of stuff. I'm not into all of that stuff. But I am into respecting each other, respecting your elders, respecting the youth, respecting the middle-aged people, and respecting others as long as they are doing the work. Naturally, I am a promoter. People don't know that I've promoted since I was a child. I've been promoting since I was like 12 or 13 years of age. I've been promoting because I was born in a nightclub. I was born in the club area where my father opened up a club the year that I was born. So I was always in the mix of nightclubs and all that kind of stuff and the whole gamut of what the club culture was all about, all the way up into my 40s. And that's when I decided to step back from the nightclub stuff and continue to do the positive stuff as far as the community stuff and doing the conscious promotion. As a lot of people know, that I've worked with almost everybody in the conscious community, from Sarah Seti to Dr. Ali Muhammad to Brother Polite to Ashra Kwesi to Dr. Sabi, Dr. Africa. People know I've worked with Queen of Fu. I've worked with Ma from Fig Tree. I've worked with Abundance Child. I've worked with so many people on my journey. I've worked with Queen Neat and different people. And I don't mind working with people as long as they're honest about what they're doing. And if they show me that first form of honesty. I know there's a lot of stuff going on about this and that and all that kind of stuff, but it's about what I feel from my heart at that time to deal with people and what my numbers told me and how to deal with people at that particular time. It's a beautiful thing to be able to promote good information and good quality information that people can grow with and be the very best they can be in life. Because numerology, as far as numerically speaking, numbers are just here to guide you throughout your life. If you want that guidance, if you accept that guidance, it gives you the high road and it gives you the low road. It gives you the good and it gives you the bad. Big up to you, Double R. How you doing, sister? Thank you. I want to thank Brother Garfield for allowing me on his platform on Facebook just now. Had a great time speaking about R. Kelly and the numbers that resonates with him positively and negatively. It just is what it is. You know, we all have it in us. We have protons, we have neutrons, we have electrons, we have all these type of things. We have the propensity to maintain a positive uprising status and being very articulate and being our very best and highest and wisest in our life. And we have the propensity to go down that road. Sometimes we fall and we fall hard, especially when we're dealing with our people, when we're dealing with ourselves, when we're dealing with our family. I'm never going to tell anybody that this is easy. Remember, being a good person or striving to be your very best, not being a punk. One thing about me, I'm not a punk. I will fight for what I own, fight for myself, and fight for my family. But I'm telling people that it's important as we get into understanding our spiritual understanding, our spiritual means on this earth and what we're supposed to do, that we learn to guide ourselves and guide our family by using these different modalities. There's nothing wrong with astrology. There's nothing wrong with numerology. Remember, the religious leaders of the European time taught us that it was something wrong and rewrote their books to put that in their books and say there was something wrong, because there was those people that used it for negative things. There's some people that use it just to make money and that's it. And then they give you all kinds of crap and all that kind of stuff without any proper intentions. Now, I find no reason. I have no problems with people making money from it, but make sure you do it from good intentions. And give a little bit more, because the more we give, the more we receive. The more we ask, the more it comes to us. The more we seek, the more we shall find. And it is true in every facet of life. We got to understand this. So I do numerology to help people, to help myself, to help my family. Do I fall victim of the fall sometimes? Yes, I have fallen victim of the fall. Sometimes I go down I've gone down the bad roads. I've gone down the negative road. Sometimes we've gone down, because I am human, and this is what the different vibrations and cycles come through our cycles for a reason. It comes through our cycle. So all of us have to learn to use this. Good afternoon, Natural Charm. Big up to you. Get the point. And Ken L. Joseph, big up to you also. Thank y'all very much for participating. Please share this because I'm going to get into some numbers and what this month particularly means, because we're in the month of Aprilius, or what we call April, which is connected to the Aries and going into the Capricorn energy, but more so predominant is the Aries, the Mars energy, which is a very forceful energy. Remember, Aries is also a masculine sign. And also we're in that month of the number 4. And 4 in numerology is a feminine number, actually. But it deals with a number of discipline. It deals with a number of structure. So right now I'm going to get into what this month means briefly. I'm not going to get too deep, because what this month means to you as an individual. But because if you connect this year with this month, it will add up to a number 6, and 6 deals with paying attention to home life, paying attention to responsibilities, being balanced, being in harmony, understand truth, justice, reciprocity, and peace within yourself. Getting into some music, if you're going to get into some music, listen to good music. This is a good time to listen to good music. Have a balanced mind, beautify your house in some form of fashion, because right now, if you add this month to the year we're in, it adds up to 2022. And 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 2 equals 6. And 6 is that number of balance and harmony, that number of peace, family, being around family. As you see that the weather start getting warm, this is a good month to be around your family. We just got out of a new moon and of course a full moon, and so this is the fullness of life. Accept it and express it and do what you have to do. We just got into a new season, which is the spring season. I hope you did your spring cleaning, but you still have time to do some of your spring cleaning right now, so please do so. Clean out everything. Being that we are in spring, you should be springing up and cleaning out everything under your bed, out of your closet. Send things to Salvation Army that you don't need, or give it away to a family member. Whatever you need to do during this cycle of the spring cycle, please do it, because we're in there right now. We're in it to win it. And now that we're in the number 4 month, just because the 4 month is connected, or this first part of Aries or April is connected to Aprilius, which is April or Aries, that Mars energy. The negative of Mars is always dealing with war. It's dealing with upheaval and different things being manifest through the military, and dealing with war and hurting others and all that kind of stuff. So we got to pay attention to the news in this month also, because especially in this April, this first part of April, you got to pay attention to what's going on as far as the war scenes and all that kind of stuff. And then remember, April is connected to the number 9, and we're in the president that we keep on calling 45, the 4 plus the 5. The 4 plus the 5 is a 9. So we got to pay attention to his warring attitudes, and if he might step it up in war and all that kind of stuff. So we got to pay attention to what's going on. And like I've said on Brother Richard's platform, Brother Joel's platform, and different other platforms, I've told people that it is very important that in a number 11 year, that we all pay attention to our spiritual, intuitive powers that we have, because 11 is the number of revelation. So a lot of things about yourself will be revealed. A lot of things about who you are, people in your family will be revealed, friends, people you see on YouTube is being revealed, people that you're seeing in, and this started happening even more at the end of September coming into October, because like I've said on other platforms, that end of September coming into October is the sneak peek of the things to come in the next year. So I want everybody to pay attention, get into your intuitive self, be very mindful of what you put in your head, because in the number 11 year, we always have to be careful of those that try to deceive us on multiple levels. We have to be careful of the energy vampires. We have to be careful that people that you're not deceiving other people also. It's also, so I'm very mindful of my steps and how I do things and where I do things and how many times I appear. That's why you don't see me too much on my YouTube, or you don't see me too much on social media as far as jumping on other people's YouTube. But this is the month for me. This is one of my good months. April is one of my good months as far as numerology is concerned, as far as working in the fire sign, because I'm an air sign and I can work with the fire. And plus in my calendar, you'll see something different, total different numbers, because I mark off every day. And you can get a personal calendar from me also, as if you really want to do a consultation with me or deal with numerology with me. You can get a personal calendar, which might cost a little extra, because it's a calendar that I have to write up and show what's your good months, what's your good bad months, what's your challenge months, what's your high frequency months. I get into all that, but I give you that in your session anyway. So you really probably don't need it. If you just get the session and get it recorded, you probably don't need it. But let's talk about this 4th month, or which we deem the 4th month, April. April is the month of the 4, and it deals with directed effort. In other words, learning how to focus your energy. Make sure everything is directed well and put into the right right planning stages. This is the number 4 month that we're dealing with, because this is the April, and April is known as the 4th month. Also, it deals with skilled work. This is a good time for skilled workers or learning a skill, getting your life together. This April month is always, because we're in the midst of spring, and spring is the new springing forth of things, but it deals with getting your life together, showing your light to the world by organizing and accepting organization, and accepting discipline. Also, it's a number of service. This month is also a number of serving people. The more you give, the more you get back. The more we learn to circulate our money, then our money will come back to us abundantly, because the 4 is one of those energies that deals with structure and building one level at a time, learning how to build one level at a time, not making it shaky. It can't be a shaky foundation. Just like your houses or whatever apartment buildings you live in is not on a shaky foundation. But you as the individual have to learn to build your foundation in the month that we're in right now. This is the month of April. It's what we call the 4th month in numerology, and it's the number of discipline and structure and organization, but also paying attention to weird and unusual things that might take place. Also, the number 4 is a health month, where weird and unusual health things could happen in this month too. So monitoring your health. People born in this month should monitor their health. People that's born in the number 4 year, or let's say people born that this is the year of their 4, and usually you can get that by doing a reading, and I can tell you if you're your number 4 year, your 5 year, your number 9 year, all that kind of stuff. And again, please share this, because I'm sharing some very pertinent information about numerology and how it helps to guide you. Now, I'm not going to tell you when you're going to die. I don't do all that kind of stuff. I don't do all that stuff. People want, when I'm going to die. No, we don't do that. Now, I've known in history a numerologist did that. He was very good at it. And he depicted people's debt to the very month, probably to the very day. I know he predicted his own debt to the very month and day, but he predicted certain people, certain stars, certain individuals' debt to the very month. Very good at that. That was Shiro. His name was Shiro. All right. You can look up his book and all that. He got a very good numerology book called Shiro's Book of Numbers. That's a very good book. But let's focus on this number 4 year. This 4 month. This 4 month deals with organization. Getting your life organized, getting yourself planned out, making sure you have your folders in order, making sure you have your paperwork in order, especially if you're dealing with law, because 4 is also the number of legality and dealing with law and order. So is the number 8, because 8 is the multiple of 4, although 8 deals with money, power, entrepreneurship, and all that kind of stuff. And if you're born under the number 8 or the number 4, there's always discipline that you need. And remember, the undisciplined mind is an insane mind. So most of us need discipline, but when you're born under particular numbers connected to the number 4 or the number 8, or you're in the number 4 or number 8 month or number 4 or number 8 year, that's when the discipline has to kick in even stronger, especially when dealing with legal issues, especially when dealing with money matters, especially when dealing with self, especially when dealing with health. Those are health numbers, and they're also legal numbers, and they're also disciplinary numbers. Remember, the undisciplined mind is an insane mind, like most motivational speakers like Les Brown would say. Now, like I said, this is the 4th month of April. We're at April 1st right now. Okay, let's say 4 and 1 is 5, right? 4 and 1 is 5. So I just want to break down that April, the month of April deals with organization and structure and the importance of it. Now, the negativity, I'm going to give you both. I have to give you the positive and the negative. I got to give you the pros and the cons. Negative of the number 4 month, or number 4 energy in this month: promoting strife, promoting arguments and all kinds of crap that's not conducive to the rise of our people. Or promoting different war arguments amongst others, and creating disunity. Refusing to work on your goals, refusing to work on your dreams, refusing to do those type of things is also the negative or the lower frequency of the number 4. Creating disorder. Creating disrespect and disorder is very important, that you learn not to do that type of things in a 4 month, a 4 year, and being a 4 personality, you always have to be careful that. Feeling limited Because 4 deals with structure and boxing in, this is what the 4 deals with, boxing in the 4 corners. Sometimes 4s born under the number 4 or in the 4th month or the 4th year or on the 4th day. Some of the people that are resonating with those energies, sometimes they feel a little boxed in, feel a little limited. But actually, the positive of the 4 is saying that you have to discipline yourself in order to build and structurally build from one level to the other. Never second guessing yourself, and don't talk your way out of things. Also, people, remember, this is a good month. The 4 energy month. This is the April. It's a good month to listen to a lot of motivational speakers. Keep up with your affirmations. Keep up with positive affirmation. The great I am this, the I am successful, I am love, I am healthy, I am wealthy. Stay with those affirmations, especially in this month, and let it resonate deep within your soul and your energies, because this is still 2011. And 2011 is that revelatory energy, and you have to use that revelatory energy within yourself, which is the intuition. Your gut feelings never lie to you. Your gut feelings never lie. So please, family, in this number 11 year, 2018 is a number 11 year. And now that we're in the 4th month, which that 4, mind you, 4 plus 2011, 18 plus 4 equals 2022, and that is a number 6. So that deals with balance and harmony, like I said earlier, dealing with balancing your mind, balancing your heart, balancing your body's health, paying attention to certain things. So somebody has born on this day, I would tell them that they're in their 6th personal year, because April, the 4th month, plus the 1, plus the, well, actually, with them, it would be April, which is 4th month, plus 1, plus 2018, they would be in their number 7 year, actually. So somebody born on April 1st would be in their number 7 year, actually. And that I would tell them to be more spiritual, pay attention to any kind of energy vampires that might come around them. I would tell them, people born in this on this particular day, April 1st, your personal year is a number 7. Be more intuitive. Pay attention to more of your gut feelings more. I would also explain to them the importance of self-reflection, and also the importance of digging deep and researching. Also, it's a good travel number. So 7 is a good traveling number, traveling overseas, traveling over land, and doing what they have to do during travel. But make sure they don't worry. Avoid worrying, avoid mental stress, and all that thing. I will tell the number 7, meditation and pulling the positive things that they need. If you were born on April 1st and this was your day, this was your birthday, I will tell you, like a friend of mine's that's on Facebook, Bernice Butler. Happy birthday, dear Bernice. She's a dear friend of mine for many years, since we was in PS. She's born April 1st. Tito, married to a dear friend of mine, McCabe Judge. He's born today also. Tomorrow is going to be Marvin Gaye's birthday. So, you know, he's born on the 2nd, but this was the day that Marvin Gaye got killed in his critical cycle. And what's so funny, let me talk about the critical cycle for everyone who want to learn where their critical cycle is at. I need every one of you to go to your calendars when you have time. You don't have to do it right now. But if you go to your calendars and count backwards from your birthday 52 days. So wherever it lands, 52 days backwards, let's say this is April 1st, and I go March 31st, March 30th, March 29th, count backwards, and 52 days backwards. That's wherever it lands from your birthday, that's where your 52-day cleansing critical cycle starts. Yes, I was a good friend. Matter of fact, Gil Scott Heron was a good friend of mine, man. Good. Matter of fact, he used to come to SOBs when I used to book him there. But yes, so if you want to find out your critical cleansing cycle, that's the cycle where you got to do the deep cleansing. Get rid of people, places, and things you no longer need to be around. Cleansing yourself physically, spiritually, and mentally. Taking care of your health, monitoring your health in the cleansing cycle. Because I always tell people to monitor old people in their critical cycle or cleansing cycle, because that's when they either get into sickness or fall into deep sickness. Like Dr. Delbert Blair, may he rest in peace. He passed on in his critical cycle. Sister Frances Cress Welsing was entering her critical cycle when she passed on. Prince died April 21st. April, May, June, he was entering in his critical cycle when he passed on and transitioned. So people got to be very careful during their critical cycle. because their critical cycle is letting you know that you might be at a critical time of your life, whether it's health wise, whether it's business wise, whether it's people and relationships around you. And also usually those are good times to deal with elders. Those are good times to pay attention to elders, and those are good times to deal with completing and ending things. Very important to understand why I always deal with the critical cycle and recognize the critical cycle, so people can learn to understand. Because there's other cycles, yes, because after your birthday you have your success cycle, and then you have your journey cycle, then you have your energy cycle. You have all these different types of cycles, so it's very important that we pay attention to the cycles. I want to say, okay, happy birthday to all of you. I'm not really doing any numerology readings right now, but if you do want to do or set up a reading or consultation with me, please feel free to text me your full name and date of birth. Text me your full name and date of birth at 347-496-1022. That's 347-496-1022. Or you can email me at numbers, the letter R, simple, at gmail.com. That's the numbers are simple at gmail.com. Or you can go to my website and go to the contact and set up a booking and book a reading through my website by going through numbersRsimple.com. That's numbers, the letter R, simple, or numbers, ARE, simple.com. You could always book a session with me. Believe me, I read your name. I do a consultation on your full name, your first, middle, and last name. I do a consultation on your birthday. I break down the years. I break down the soul urge. I break down the expression if I need to. I go into all of that. I give you the positive pros and cons of your birthday and your name. I give you what are high frequency numbers for you and what are low frequency numbers for you. I give you the high frequency months for you, the low frequency months. I give you the high frequency years for you and the low frequency years for you, especially for your birthday. Again, you can share this, and subscribe. Share it on Facebook also if you can. Let's share, because sharing is caring. And I share this wisdom of numerology to people because I care. And I learned it, and I'm constantly studying it and using it to help guide people. My strength is in numerology, not necessarily astrology, but my strength is in numerology. But if you need an astrologer, I will guide you to the Ra'akus. I guide you to the Karina Deans. I will guide you to the Brother Panic and his wife. Those people that can give you the astrological or the Akashic records breakdown of certain things. I'm studying astrology more now, but I do implement it at certain times when I see it's necessary in my reading. Always want to be transparent and respectful. So I'm going into 27 minutes right now. I appreciate you too, Natural Charm. Soul Murder, Kaba Akoma. Big up to you. April 24th. You're right around my mother's birthday. My mother's birthday is April 21st. So I'm trying to make sure I take her out. But because you're born April 24th, just make sure you always handle and maintain your health. Take care of your throat, lungs, and all that type of stuff. Very important that you do that. And just for y'all right now, I'm going to run down all the numbers and their health possibilities, what to look out for, especially as you're getting older, especially when you enter these challenging cycles that you might have. Now, the number one should always look out for heart, circulation, eyes, and those type of things. Your heart, circulation, and eyes, and high blood pressure. The one rules high blood pressure. If you're born under the 2, now when I say 1 deals with people born on the 1st, the 10th, the 11th, the 1st, the 10th, the 19th, and the 28th of the month. Okay? When I deal with the 2, that's people born on the 2nd, the 11th, the 29th of the month, and the 29th of the month, and those numbers got to pay attention to their stomach. You have to be careful of what you eat, how you eat, and who you eat from. You always have to protect your intestines, your stomach. Also, you also got to protect your gastro systems and all that type of stuff. So, and being careful of poisons entering your body, because the stomach is very sensitive to those connected to the number 2. If you're born under the number 3, you're born on the 3rd, the 12th, the 21st, or the 30th of the month, always pay attention to your nerves. Don't let people get on your nerves. As also 3 rules: low blood pressure. Pay attention to your blood pressure. And also, like I said, get plenty of rest, because you don't want your nerves to be totally destroyed because people got on your nerve, or you've gone through certain nervousness, which is so interesting because our dear sister Frances Cress Wells, an elder, she suffered from nerve issues, and which is so interesting, she born in the third month. She's born March the 18th. And when you add up her alignment number, if you add the 3 plus the 18 equals 21, that's another 3 that popped up. So I can tell that she suffered from nerve issues. And when they started doing construction in her area, it bothered her nerves. And it made it just, and then she was in her critical cycle. So at that point, that just helped to take our sister out. One of the reasons why the nerve energy of the number 3 and 5, but the nerve energy of the number 3 has to be protected. Don't let people get on your nerve. Stay joyous, stay optimistic. Number 3, people born under the 4, born on the 4th, the 13th, the 22nd of the month, and the 31st of the month. Remember, you have to be very careful when you go to doctors for misdiagnosis, wrong medication. And when you go to doctors, number 4, people born under the 4 energy, remember, you always have to get more than one opinion. I will suggest you getting 4 opinions. You can go to the allopathic doctor, which is the regular doctor. Go to your homeopathic, go to your nutritionist, go to your naturopathic, go to 4 doctors. And don't tell the other doctor that you went to that doctor. You want to find out where it all falls, where it all lays down, and which routes you should take to cure yourself. Number 4s always suffer from weird and unusual situations going on in their body, dealing with their skin, dealing with their health. But 4 is also a health cycle, just like a number 2 is a heavy health cycle, dealing with the stomach and all that kind of stuff. 2, 4, 6, 8. Notice those numbers are all even numbers. 2, 4, 6, 8 are all health numbers. Major health numbers. So when you're in that cycle of the 2, 4, 6, and 8, you always have to pay attention to your health heavily, especially dealing with digestive, stomachs, and all that. But the 4 has to be careful of all the weird diagnosis going on and those type of things. Now, people born under the number 5, basically with 5 always just have to get a lot of rest, because 5 can be go through the insomniac type attitude, because they do so much. And because 5 is also a nerve number and also deals with mental frustration and paralysis, 5 always have to be careful of what's going on in their body as far as what their nerves might trigger off in their bodies if they let their nerve take over, or if they let people get on their nerve, and if they don't get rest. 5s need to always get rest. Okay? So make sure you do that. Get rest, number 5. Sister born on Nikita, I'm running down all the numbers. So if you missed my about the breakdown about the number 2 and the health, you can go back to this because it's being recorded. But I'm going to number 6 now. 6 is the number that rules the sinus areas, the throat area, the lung area, the heart area, the blood circulation area, and also the sexual organs. So you always have to be careful of those type of things. Congestion, heavy congestion. That's why I tell number 6 they shouldn't smoke. Matter of fact, I was reading somebody in Atlanta at the Black Power Awards just off the cuss, and I tell him he had to pay attention to the lungs, and he said, you know what, I went to the doctor and that was the truth. I had to pay attention to what's going on. He was smoking. He smoked a lot, and then he has to start cutting out smoking, because if you're born under the 6th energy, born on the 6th of the month, the 15th of the month, or the 24th of the month, you always have to protect those sinus areas, the congestion, the nose, the lungs, and the heart area, and blood circulation, and your sexual organs, because 6 is sex. That's why in mathematics, after a certain amount of zeros, 21 zeros after, it's called sextillion. Sextillion. You know what I'm saying? So you got to understand that 6 is sex, and you always have to protect your sexual organ and be careful who you allow, because 6 sometimes are prone to venereal diseases. If you have a multitude of 6s in your number, if you have the 6 life path, if your personal numbers are 6, if your core numbers have the 6, you have to pay attention to those type of things, and everybody else as far as regard to each number. Now, if you're born under the number 7, you're born on the 7th of the month, 16th of the month, or the 25th of the month, that's the primary number is 7. When you add it all up, that's that 7 energy that we're dealing with. 7 have to be careful of worrying themselves until they're sick, because 7 rules the worry, the mental numbers, just like the number 4. There's approximately 3 different mental numbers that suffer from mental frustration or loneliness at a certain time. 4 is one of them. The number 5 is one of them. The number 7 is one of them. And the number 8 is one of them. So those particular number 4, 5, 7, and 8 have to pay attention. You notice that they're very close. 4 and 5 are close, and 7 and 8 is close. 6 is in the middle. All right. But 4 and 5 have to pay attention to any mental issues or mental frustration. And 7 and 8 has to pay attention to mental issues and mental frustrations. Also, anything dealing with the mind. So it's very important. I am number 4. And so that is so true. I understand, double R. Don't worry. I know. Hey, look, I tell you, people, numbers don't lie. People lie to themselves. And like I said, I'm not here for any followers. I'm just here to help teach and share the information with you. And I'd rather you take the classes and learn for yourself and keep on studying for yourself. Now, if you don't want to do what I do, it's all right. Most of my students, if they're going to come back to me, they're going to come back just for confirmation. And I'm going to tell them where to go, or I'll give them the confirmation. But I tell people either go to me, go to Lloyd Strayhorn, go to all those, study the books, study the information, because these modalities actually really work. It's a science for real. Some people might call it magic. Magic and science at one time was one and the same, probably 500 to 600 years ago, until they decided to split it apart. You can research it yourself. I even have a book called From Magic to Science. Very powerful number. So, and the 7, yeah, I know the 7, you have to deal with your stomach, protect your stomach. You have to also be very careful of energy, people coming with negative energy, just like the number 2. Number 2 and 7 are synonymous on the chart, because those are 2 water energies. So you always have to protect yourself. If you're a number 2 or you're a number 7, you have to protect yourself from energy vampires or people that try to drain you. Or 4 and 7, they have to be, because they're more heavily, strongly into the mental energy. They have to protect themselves heavily from the news, listening to negative news, listening to news forecasters, because the predominant of the news, 25% of the news, as soon as you get it, is negative. And because 2, 4, and 7 hold on to certain energies, they have to protect their mind, they have to protect their senses, they have to protect their energies heavily. Now, this is not just pertaining to people born on that 2 or 4 or 7 day. It's also pertaining to those that might have the life path of the number 2, 4, 7. It might be the alignment number of the 2, 4, 7. You might have a multitude of these numbers in your name that might attract it. So that's why I look at numerology holistically. I don't just look at it from one level. I look at it holistically. That's why I give you the high frequency and the low frequency of it. You always got to pay attention to what you intake. And because we might have a multitude of these numbers, we have to be careful what we is. There's certain numbers that can just Teflon it off, just knock it right off. There's certain numbers that can do that. But there's certain numbers that is even more stronger, that these energies pull into you and you gravitate you, especially the number 2 and the number 7. Especially those born under the number 2 and the number 7, because they are water energies. And those signs that are water signs, like the Pisces, the Scorpions, and the Capricorns, those are strong water signs that always have to be careful the energies around them and people because they tune in. Even when they're dealing with relationships, they know when you're fooling around. Just feel your energy. They know what's happening. It's so deep. All right, so let me finish off the 7. And 7 again, pay attention to what you eat and where you eat at, because your number also rules the stomach issues and all that kind of stuff. Paying attention to it, clean out your kidneys and your gallbladder. All that is very necessary for the number 7. The 8 rules the teeth, the bones, the knees, and the liver area and the intestinal. So you always have to pay attention to those people that are born on the 8th of the month, people that's born on the 17th of the month, and the people that are born on the 26th of the month. You have to pay attention to your knees, teeth, bones, and those parts of your bodies, and pay attention to your intestines. If you notice, the 8 is shaped like the intestinals. It has that intestinal shape. The number 2 is shaped like the stomach, more the stomach area. That's what it's shaped like. So you got to pay attention to that the sigils or the symbols are also meaningful. Like I said, the number 1 deals with high blood pressure. That's number 1. And the number 3 deals with low blood pressure, going down low. All right. So you got to pay. So again, pay attention. So the 8, again, you always have to be careful of those type of things, dealing with your intestines, dealing with your bones, teeth, knees, and those type of things, your liver also. So you always have to be careful of red meat and consuming red meat. And Also, because 8 is a karmic number, you have to be careful of things going around that comes back around. So you always have to maintain a positive outlook on things. At least strive to, because that's an ancestral number. That's an old school number. That's a thing that attracts older people, so to speak. The 8 always attract older people for some, especially as they go young, they attract older people. As they get old, they start attracting younger people, which is quite interesting. So, but it is what it is. Last but not least, the number 9. People born on the 9th of the month, the 18th of the month, or the 27th of the month always need to be careful of accidents, car accidents, bruises, fires, weapons, whether it be gun or knife, but also be careful because it's a hot number. It is a number of fever, number of flus, a number of chicken pox, a number of measles and all that kind of stuff. It can track those things. So I always tell number 9 people, if they're riding on mass transit, whether it be the train or the bus, be careful of your environment, because anybody that has a cold or flu, you will attract that real quick. You know, you'll pick up. You want to be careful. Always have the Purell and make sure you're writing. If you have a multitude of 9s, if you have 9 in one of your parts of your chart, you always have to pay attention to that number 9. And that's the last of the higher numbers. But remember, there's also master numbers, and 11 is a master number. 22 is a master number. Those be people born on the 11th or the 22nd of the month. Remember, 1 plus 1 is 2, and 2 plus 2 is 4. So anything that's related to the number 2 and the number 4, that's for the number 11, and anything related to the number 4 is the 22. So you can always look back at this video and look at the health, what's dealing with the health. And the only reason I did the health thing is because without good health, family, we can't do what we can do. We can't go to work the way we want to do. We can't enjoy our family if we don't have good health. So what I did in this video, if you missed it, I gave you the health thing of the health of each number from 1 through 9. There's always more, because the more I study and research in Indian numerology, I study Chinese numerology, they always add more. They still have the same thing, but they add more from their perspective and from their culture. That's why I tell people to keep on studying and researching and studying and researching, because knowledge is infinite, and we're going to keep on doing this. I just want to be very good at it. I'm never going to be perfect at it. I'm going to be very good at it, because you could always better your best. So I'm always striving to better my best. That's why I keep a smile on my face. No matter what's going on, I keep a smile. Now, there's not time that I don't get angry. I get angry at foolishness, but I always learn to knock off that foolishness, because it doesn't help for me to be all upset and all that kind of stuff, because it'll hurt me. I always want to maintain a pleasant outcome around me. I always want to maintain a certain level of energy around me, even with my children's mothers, even with my family, even with whomever I'm with, friends, people I just meet. But I'm very cautious about certain people, because I don't know who's coming nowadays. Sometimes you got people that just come to suck your energy, or come to because they're haters or whatever. You know, I'm gonna tell you about something before I get off. It's 42 minutes in. Before I get off, I'm gonna tell you something. I was at a lecture the other day. Matter of fact, not the other day, but a couple months ago. Umar Johnson. I was at Umar Johnson lecture, and this brother kept on looking at me. You're a big brother now. You're a big brother, bigger than me, that's for sure. And he kept on looking at me for some reason. And he kept on looking at me with a side eye. And I could tell, you know, when you could just feel somebody's energy. And I didn't even know until I turned around and seen him looking at me. And I was just giving out flyers, doing what I do. You know, I'm a promoter. I'm out there in the street. I'm out there amongst people. I don't just stay on YouTube or stay on social media. I'm out there on the street. I have a team that does the street work for me. Anytime you want flyers from me, you could go to Apollo, the front of Apollo. My brother Ron gives out flyers in front of Apollo, or brother Allen. He's all over the place. He's the one that does all the boroughs, and I'll do Brooklyn and certain other boroughs. But I have a team that's doing it with me. But let me get back to what happened. The brother was looking at me. So I'm a person, you know, trained the way I've been trained for many years under different organizations and all that kind of stuff. I walk up on him to see what was up, if he's all right, you know, because, you know, I remember his face, and he used to be very jovial and happy around me. But he said something that somebody, yo, man, your man stole my money. I'm not going to say, matter of fact, I'm not going to say any names, but he said, my man stole your money. And I said, and he said that I was a promoter of this guy. And I said, but you see me here. You don't see me out there. You don't see me. I never took your money. So whoever took your money, out of you giving your money to that person, that was not my fault. I was a promoter, always being a promoter. I've promoted everybody in this community. I've promoted everybody that said there's somebody in this community, especially in New York. So and I had to let him know that wasn't my fault. I've always told whoever you're talking about that he always have to do right with people. You always have to make sure the money is right and all that kind of stuff. So then when I got into the conversation with the brother said, yeah, he gave me half my money back, but he still owed me this amount of money. I was like, but you was going on like, yo, the brother never gave you no money. He took your money. That was it. But he gave you half your money. So I stepped to that brother and we kind of smoothed it out because I felt the energy and I like to be up on somebody just in case they're going to attack me. I don't want nobody attacking me from afar and all that because I am definitely about close counters and close counter fight and all that kind of stuff. So I've been doing that for many years, especially doing bodyguard work back in the day. A lot of people are going to find out in my book. My book is going to be called When the Late Bell Rang, and it's going to talk about my autobiography of my book is going to be talking about working with security, dealing with Tupac, dealing with security for different people in different venues and all that kind of stuff. So I can't wait for it to come out. I'm working on it so much in my mind. But again, back to the point that some people you have to be able to sense. And sometimes my spidey senses or my Anansi senses goes off, and that's what it is. And I respect what the creator has given us, this intuitive ability to pick up on people and be able to read people. If we actually meditate and tune into that, if we actually sit still and listen to the internal forces that we have to help guide ourselves and do what we got to do, the true leader is always going to be you. There's no other leader outside of you. Remember who you are. That's why I do numerology, so you can recognize who you are and why you came down to this earth at this particular time to be the best you. That's why the two most important days of your life is the day you were born and the day you find out why you were born. Ask yourself why you were born. Why did you come out your mother's womb at this particular time, at this particular date, and in this particular space, in this particular landmass? Why did you come through? Some of y'all came through for drama. Some of y'all came through for trauma. Some of y'all came through to succeed. Some of y'all came through to fall. Some of y'all came through for failure. But some of that, all of that you came through was supposed to be a learning experience to take you to the next one. I've been through homelessness before. And I've been through homelessness because of my ego. It wasn't because I was forced to be homeless. I went to homelessness because I was an ego. Sleeping in the park, begging on the street. I've been through that. So you can't tell me about rising from a homeless situation and then getting on my feet. I've done it before. I've been through relationship issues. I've been married 3 times and I didn't study numerology that deep. It's only the last wife, I knew she was going to give me issues, but I try to give it the benefit of the doubt because my heart is one of those people that give people the benefit of the doubt. I've worked with people in this community and given people the benefit of the doubt. I've worked with so many people in this community that are speakers that you know today. You know them as speakers. They're big. They're doing this. I've worked with reggae artists, soca artists, and given them the benefit of the doubt. Some has mistreated it and some has treated it well. That's why I've showed them respect over the years. So remember, numerology, astrology, tarot, cosmophysics, whatever name they call it, Nubian numerology, all that kind of stuff, it all has its purpose. And I want every one of you to learn it or use it to help you build your business, build your family, have our generational wealth, live, be spiritual, be whatever you need to be. Be your very best at it. And that's what your brother King Simon has to share with you. King Simon, that's me. I'm brother King Simon, and King means I am royal in what I do. I am a kith and kin of some ancient spiritual people that were doing this type of work. I know this because I've read the numbers of my family members and knew they had some type of intricate spiritual mastery inside of them also. That's why it's in my bloodline to do what I do and share it with the people. I'm an Aquarius #1 that loves to share, and I'd like to be the leader of certain things and put myself in leadership position as far as what I do as a promoter, a producer, as a counselor in numerology. But I am not looking for followers. I'm looking for people that is going to lead themselves and be the very best for themselves and be the very best for their family. Believe me, I am no angel. When y'all read my book that's coming out, my autobiography, When the Late Bell Rang, you're going to say, wow, King Simon went through a lot, because each and every one of us have a story, have a life. Whether you write about it or not, that's your business. Write. Write. If you're supposed to be a writer, write. If you're supposed to be a dancer, dance. If you're supposed to be a doctor, be a doctor. If you're supposed to be a plumber, be a plumber. But damn it, be the best one at it in your family. I think I'm the first one on my father's side and my mother's side of the family that put out a book. First one to do it. And then my other cousin, also born under the number one, which is so ironic. She's born on Malcolm X's birthday. And she put out a book and opened a publishing company. And she's younger than me. So we are doing it as those number one energies. We're doing it. Number two is supposed to do themselves. You told me to write too. I'm on that this week. Yes, right, girl, right. Even if it don't become a book, it could be a diary, it could be poetry, whatever you want to write. Be a journalist, do a blog, whatever. If you're supposed to write, just make sure you turn your passions, your pleasures, and your pain into profit. Make sure you turn your passion, pain, and pleasures into profit. I'm forming something called Numervation, where I'm going to be doing lectures around the world. I'm going to be doing lectures around the world. Mark my word when I say this. I'm going to be doing lectures around the world, which I am already on YouTube, and reaching thousands and thousands and maybe millions of people on using numerology as a motivation. Numervation, that's what I call it. Numervation. And we're using numbers because each one of the numbers that you're born under has a resonant energy that can guide you into your success, to help you to be the very best you can be in life now while we're on earth in this realm, regardless of what's going on. Regardless of what's going on. That's what we're supposed to do, So I love you, family. I respect you, family. Remember, my website is numbersaresimple.com. That's numbersaresimple.com. Whether you spell it with a A-R-E in the middle or just the letter R, I own those two websites. Numbersaresimple.com. You can go to contact and book me through my email, or you can email me at numbersaresimple@gmail.com. But the numbers are the letter R simple@gmail.com. Or you can go to my website, kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. If you want to find out information about me and my life, because in my information you get the King Simon Productions information about what I did throughout my life and what I'm still doing, because life is continual right now while my testament is still being written, and all the stuff that I'm doing as far as the lectures that are coming up and all that kind of stuff. You can get all of that. Also, you can go to my website. Go to my Facebook and my Instagram. Facebook is King Simon or MC Simon. My King Simon is filled up. So please go to my MC Simon if you want to be my friend, MC Simon. Or go to my public page, which is King Simon Productions with an S at the end. That's King Simon Productions, like that. And you'll always see. I also have a King Simon Productions app at App Village. So if you want to be a part of my app and get discounts for lectures, discounts for vending, discounts for readings, discounts for consultation, discounts, all of that is on my King Simon app. I got a King Simon Productions app on App Village. So go to App Village and Google up King Simon, or go, and download it to your phone, and I'll be sending out all types of motivational things dealing with numbers and all that kind of stuff, so you can at least learn for yourself, help yourself. Each day represents a very good motivational day. Today is a number one. This is the first day. They call it Esther or Easter. Esther is a sex goddess. I don't know what's going on. There must be a lot of sex happening today in the church. I'm joking. But this first, the number one day, new beginnings, new people, new trials, new tribulations in the negative, but also it's new beginnings, new business, and a new thought pattern in this first day of the month. So please think on that level. And like I said, this is the number 4 month. Stay disciplined, stay organized, stay structured this month. Remember, we're in April and we're in the spring seasons. Clean out your house, clean your phones, clean your website, clean anything that you have to clean. Whatever you don't need to be around you, get rid of it. Keep it around. Send it to the Goodwill. Whatever clothes, give it to a family member. Whatever shoes you don't need to get. This is the spring cleaning time season right now. And just stay on the most positive mental vibes, please. I just wish y'all all the best. I wish y'all all the strength. I wish you and your family all the greatest things that y'all can do for yourself. And I just want to remind you, Dr. Laila Africa is coming to town. If you want tickets to that, please go to kingsimonproductions.eventbrite.com. That's kingsimonproductions.eventbrite.com. Or you could go to Nicholas Brooklyn at 1396 Fulton Street between Brooklyn and New York Avenue. That open at 10 o'clock every day. Go to Nicholas Brooklyn, except Sunday. They open at 12 o'clock on Sunday. Go to Nicholas Brooklyn and get your $25 tickets to see Dr. Africa. He's going to be speaking out why our people don't get it. There is a war on our mind and our health. Dr. Africa and his wife will be there. And I have a special guest, Natasha Dizoni. She's a mental health therapist. You see what happened with the brother there that was talking about his brother who got killed? He's going through some mental health stress, so we got to help him. And we need more mental health practitioners in our community. Dr. Africa is also a mental health practitioner, but he retired from that. But she's one of the new upcoming mental health practitioners. Sister Natasha, come on out and have a good time and enjoy. Also, Dr. Africa teaches classes on and help you to get your certification as far as naturopathic or being self-diagnosis or how to diagnose people. Please come and check Dr. Africa. Email him at lailaafrica@juno.com. That's lailaafrica@juno.com, or go to his website for his online classes at www.lailaafrica.com. That's www.lailaafrica.com. Check out Brother Dr. Africa. He's there. Also in May, I will be at this African sexual Alchemy conference. 4 powerful speakers, a vegan lunch by Chef Queen Neat, and she's also the producer. Chief Yuya will be there. Baba Kaya will be there. Myself, King Simon, will be there, and Queen Neat will be there. It's going to be at the Yoga Skills Studio, May 5th, 2018. So yes, Atlanta, I am coming back to do my thing. That's going to be at 1536 Ralph David Abernathy Boulevard. For more information, call Queen Neat at 404-401-7448. That's 404-401-7448 if you want to come to this great African sexual alchemy conference. And we're also going to be doing a live stream. So it's going to be a live stream. So once you go to the website is www.goodsexatlanta.com. Go figure. Goodsexatlanta.com. Go to that website and you'll find out all the big stuff that's going on as far as that conference is going to be. Going to be a great conference. Going to have a good time. And if you want to be a part of my class, that's right. Numbers are simple. People are complicated. The powers of numbers and how to use them. My next class starts on June the 17th all the way to July the 8th, every Sunday at 1 p.m. It's a 4-week online course, and this course must be paid in full by June the 10th. And you can pay in portions if you contact me at my number, of course, by texting me and say you want to be a part of my class. That's 347-496-1022, 347-496-1022. But if you want to pay the whole $200, you can go straight to the Eventbrite. That's KingSimonProductions.eventbrite.com. But if you want to pay in portions through PayPal, just text me that you want to be a part of my class at 347-496-1022, as long as you're paid up in full by June the 10th, because June the 18th starts the class online through a private page on Facebook. I do it in a classroom setting on a chalkboard and a whiteboard, and I break it down. I tell you what books and what information. I send you homeworks. I give you a homework assignment after every class, and then at the end of the whole course, I give you a exam, so you will have at least a comprehension of what you're doing and how you're using the numbers and what it means to you. And I give you a certificate of completion. Yes, you get a certificate of completion. Numerology, numbers are simple certificate of completion from King Simon, your brother. All right, I love you. I respect you. Have a great day, afternoon, or evening, whatever you may do on this earth. Stay focused, stay positive, stay on top of your game, and stay creative and be your very best. And remember, like they always say, the 2 most important days in your life is the day you were born and the day you find out why you were born. I love you. Peace. Okay, gotta end. Trying to end this thing. Oh. Trying to end it. People here. Okay. There we go. We should be able to end it right now. I guess it don't want me to come off. That's funny. You don't want me to come off? That's so nice of you. Let me see here. First time I'm doing it on the phone. That's why, I guess. That's why. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to share it on my YouTube. I think I did already. Let me share it on YouTube. Bop, 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 bop. No, share it on Facebook. I'm going to share it on Facebook. And I don't know why. I don't know why I don't want to end. It's not ending. Let me see. Okay, it's trying to end. Lot of mercy. Don't want to give no ending, huh? Wait a minute. Don't want to. Okay, you are sure you want to stop streaming? Yes.